Alright, what is going on everybody? HC Jam is here back with another video, but it's a very different kind of video from myself because people are used to seeing me upload Street Fighter 5 videos, but it's something completely different. This is going to be a video of the new Final Fantasy Dissidia game coming to PS4 next year, January, I believe. That's when I was told that the game would be released. But yeah, there is a beta, a closed beta that is out now, and thankfully enough I was able to get access to it. Big shout outs to Square Enix, and big thank you to Ria that works at Square Enix UK team for getting me a code and allowing me to play this beta. That's going to be running from today, which is the 26th of August, all the way till the 4th or 5th of September, which is going to be a week from now. So I'll be able to get on the game and have a little you know, play around with it and try to understand what's going on, and that's what I'm going to try and do in this video here. I thought about what I should upload, and I thought, let me just break it down how I usually do my Street Fighter 5 videos. I'm going to try and break it down with this game here, and thankfully there's a practice mode so we can actually do this as we go along. So yeah, much love to the Square Enix team for letting me part of this beta, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So we're going to go to practice. There is a tutorial mode which is here, but I'm going to go straight to here, so I'm going to go straight to practice mode, sorry, to make it, see if I can explain as we go along. So as you know, this is a Final Fantasy game. All the iconic characters from Final Fantasy are in this game. There are some that are going to be yet to be announced. There's probably going to be a Final Fantasy 15 character, as well as antagonists from the previous Final Fantasy games. But as you can see, you got characters from Final Fantasy 1 all the way through to 14. So you got Warrior of Light, Firion, Onion Knight, you got Cecile Harvey, you got Bartz, you got Terra, you got Cloud, you know, you got Squall, Zidane, Tidus, Shantoto, Vaughn, Lightning, and Shatola. I've never heard of that because I've never played Final Fantasy 14, but hopefully you get the idea. Now, I've been sitting down with a bit of Terra and Zidane and Tidus as well, but I spent more time with Terra. So we're gonna go and we're gonna try and go through this with Terra alone. But before I get into how things work, there are 4 different types of characters in this game. There's a heavy type, which is basically vanguards who pack a punch. They're basically the up close brawlers. So Cloud's a vanguard. We've got, who else is a vanguard? We've got Firion. We've got Cecile Harvey as well. So those are the guys that you see up close, and they're brawling quite a bit. But these are the heavy hitters. Up next we've got speed type. So these are assassins. Now, the way I play fighting games, because remember, this is not a traditional 2D fighter like, you know, Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, so on and so forth. This is not even like Tekken either. This is a brawler. So this is like, you know, PlayStation All Stars, maybe even J All Stars as well, something along those lines. But it is Final Fantasy's you know, version of a fighting game. And assassins, basically, they're the ones all about with the movement, or they're all about the movement, mobility, you know, being versatile as well. And Tidus is an assassin. We've got Zidane as an assassin as well. We've got Squall as an assassin. Who else have we got? We've got Lightning as well. There's quite a bit of assassins in this, and you're probably going to see, when you're playing this beta, you're probably going to see a lot of assassins because they move quickly and they want to be in your face. They're not as damaging as the vanguards, but they'll definitely get on your nerves, and they can definitely, this is why they're so versatile, they can definitely change up their antics to either be defensive or offensive and avoid quite a bit of attacks, as well as inflict an abundance amount of damage of their own. Sorry about that, my tongue's twisted. We've also got the shoot type, or the shooting type, which is basically marksman, and that's exactly what Terra is. And to make it, to put it in layman terms, if you're into fighting games, they're zoning characters. If you're into shooting games, this is basically your sniper class. That's exactly what Terra is, as well as, believe, the Onion Knight. No, I was incorrect. The Onion Knight is actually a specialist. We've got another marksman here, Shantoto. There you go. So these guys, they basically cast and concoct spells from full screen, and they just pretty much just lay them on the screen, and they just throw out a bunch of projectiles for people to be hit by or run into, as well as their ultimate moves being projectiles as well. And last but not least, we've got the unique types. So the unique types is basically what Vaughn is one of them. So is the Onion Knight. They're specialists. So these guys are all about, if you played Final Fantasy games before, any RPG, and you heard the term synergists, you probably would see it under the, or this guy would be under this category, because what they do is they buff up the party members. They basically give them buffs, increased attack, increased movement, increased defense, etc, so on and so forth. But that's going to be under Vaughn, and yeah, the Onion Knight, as well as Bartz. Now, like I said, that's going to go through all the characters, or that's going to go for the classes, sorry. Now, I'm going to pick Terra, because this is who I play. I didn't actually play Final Fantasy 6. Final Fantasy 6 was before my time of being introduced into Final Fantasy, but I did play this game when I was in Japan last year, and I played a bit of Terra and Zidane. So I'm going to mix between the two, but right now I'm just spending time with Terra Branford. But on to the next part, which is the battle set selection. Now what this is, again, if to give it to something you can relate to, if you played Call of Duty, any shooting game, this is basically your class loadout. These are preset class loadouts right now. Whether or not they're going to be customizable in the actual game is to be announced or to be determined. We don't know. But what it is you'll be setting a HP attack, which I'll get onto those soon, and EX skills. Now these are the skills you're going to be using in the game. These are like unique abilities to yourself. And with battle set A for Terra, you've got Bravery Regen and Teleport, as well as the HP attack called Meltdown. Shout out to the Meltdown bar in London. And also we've got battle set B, which is a completely different thing, where EX skill 1 is Vacuum and EX skill 2 is Enfeeble, as well as the HP attack is Meteor. I haven't actually used this one yet because I haven't given it a lot of time, but I'm going to be using battle set A. So let's get on with that. And this is the beauty of practice mode, because we can go through this instead of actually going into beta matches and getting beaten up, because I have actually been getting banged up quite a bit. I'm not too familiar with arena fighters, but my brother played this game and a few friends played this game, so I knew what it was about, but I didn't know the intricacies of the game. Now up next we've got summons. Hopefully I'll be able to do this in the practice mode, but basically summons are your big guns, kind of your trump card in the match, and they all have different effects to help you out within the game once you get them. To get them easier, there'll be a crystal that comes on screen, which hopefully we'll see that in the practice mode, but these play a big role. I'm not sure if these are like imperative, but they definitely play a big role. I've been using Odin because I've been trying to think about how to cover Terra's weaknesses as a character, but that's going to be a bit too intricate, so we won't do that now. And basically this is how the game's going to be working. So 6 characters are going to be fighting each other simultaneously on the screen. It is a 3v3 because the previous Dissidia games were 1v1, but this is a 3v3, and it looks like we're going to do a Terra mirror match here. So hopefully I can run through this as we go along. So basically you move around with the left analog stick and you change the camera with the right analog stick. You can do that. You can double jump as well with circle. Just to let you know, every character can double jump, but assassin type characters, what makes them so beautiful is they can jump 3 times. They can double jump in the air basically. Now, there's 2 types of attack. I've just pressed square, which is the HP attack. Now, the HP attack is the actual damage you inflict on the opponent. But to kind of build up that damage, you have to do a thing called bravery attacks, which that number you see above my name at the bottom, this is basically me mashing the X button, because you're going to be doing that quite a bit. And you have to inflict this damage to kind of build up for a really big damaging combo or attack. Oh, there's a crystal. Okay, so we're going to go into that crystal soon. But yeah, basically your attack buttons are X and square in this game, and obviously I just got hit right there. Now, with the bravery attacks, you can actually change your attacks, because now Terra's got a bunch of spells she can cast. So if she presses X by itself, she'll cast or concoct a flame spell. If she presses the left analog stick and X, an ice spell will come out. She presses the right side and a wind spell will come out, so on and so forth. And in the air she gets different air attacks as well. So you definitely want to mix this up when you're playing. This is why I'm saying like Terra's like a zoning kind of character sort of thing. So oh, now my skills activate. I can actually show you this skill. So my skills are activated. They're on the bottom left screen, or left side of the screen, where Terra's faces, her iconic faces, or icon is, sorry. Now if I press triangle, I use one of my best abilities, is trance mode. I love this mode because it basically amplifies what Terra's already good at, which is her spells. I think she gets better movement as well. I'd have to double check the intricacies behind this thing, but it's actually pretty good. Also, if you want to change your targets, you press L2 and R2. Since there's 3 characters, you have to change your targets. And one thing I've noticed by playing this beta is, since there's 3 people, you see those blue lines above my head right now? That basically means someone's looking at you. They're basically looking to attack you. And when it turns red, there's an incoming attack. So when you see a blue line above you, kind of change your target to the person that wants to attack you, like so. So the nameless boy, that's the guy that's trying to attack me right now. So you saw the trance thing. If I press down on the analog stick and triangle, I press my other battle skill, which is basically teleport. And teleport puts you in front of the character there. If I press up, and triangle, then I use bravery regen. That basically replenishes my bravery points, because bravery points are very important in this game, and it's very important as well to be wise about defending them, so your opponent doesn't kind of deplete them or rapidly diminish them, sort of thing. Right, I'm gonna attack that guy, and he got incapacitated there. But yeah, it's basically, the game is 3v3, and anything can happen in this game. You just got to be attentive towards a lot of things, because the UI can be very overwhelming. Now, there was a crystal on screen, yes. So these crystals are summoning crystals. Now, basically, they help you charge up your summoning gauge at the top left of your screen. And once you do get the gauge full, if you press the touchpad, I believe it is, yes, it will activate your summonings. Now, this is going to be really interesting, because you'll see Odin come in, yes. So your summons come in, and they do their effect, their designated effect, what they're supposed to do. Now, I believe Odin helps me with recovery in terms of my movement and dashing. How could I forget about dashing? If you want to do a homing dash, press R1. That's what it does. You see that blue gauge there? That depletes. That's basically what the stamina gauge is, and it recovers by you not doing anything. And it actually replenishes quite quickly, so you definitely want to keep an eye with that as well. And since Terra's not like an assassin character, she doesn't move as quickly as the assassin type, so you know, like Zidane, Tidus, Squall, so you definitely want to keep an eye out about that. Also, if you want to guard, press L1, and you'll see this barrier around you. You can't move, or you can move while guarding, but it basically turns into an evasive step. You are vulnerable when you're in this evasive step. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that. Like I said, I am new to this game, and I'm literally just spitting off the top of my dome what I found out today and what I know about the tutorials before. Because when I played it in Japan, it was all in kanji, so I didn't actually know what was going on. I had to find out things by myself. It looks like the timer is going to run out. Alright, so yeah, hopefully that covers a few things. We'll go back into it. But it's basically, oh yeah, when you win the game as well, you'll get rankings. Rankings from 1st through to 6th. And I think your ranking helps you determine how much EXP points you get. But obviously, since this is a practice mode, I won't get any EXP points here. This definitely pays off when you're playing online, because I did rank up earlier today. Alright, so let's go back into practice mode. So we just got the bare bones of certain things there, but we're going to run through practice mode again to go over some other things that I didn't clear up, because the games actually do happen pretty fast. So they can, yeah, I think the quickest fight I've had is about 2 minutes 35 seconds. I think the longest fight I've had is about 6 or 7 minutes. So you can definitely get a couple games in. You just definitely have to be attentive towards it. So yeah, I'm going to use Odin again. So basically his pre-summoning effect is increased dash gauge recovery, and when his actual summon, when he's out, it quickens gauge recovery and movement speed. Now that's pretty good for assassin type characters, but I'm just messing around with the summons, and I've taken to a liking to Odin quite a bit. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to recite the same lines. This is a 3v3 game. So 6 characters will be fighting each other simultaneously. I may be streaming this throughout the week, once or twice maybe, but I'm definitely going to get some time in with this and try some other characters as well. But I can just show off some examples with Terra, because that's who I'll put the most effort into. So yeah, also the top left of your screen as well, you see the red versus, or the red and the blue gauge. Red versus blue, nice and classic. Is basically those 3 gauges are your team's life bar. So you can recover as long as those bars are up, but basically the first to lose all 3 of their gauges there, the red or the blue one, they lose basically. So it's basically you have to kill any character 3 times on the opposing team, and I just got wall slam. That's not good. So yeah, that's what you basically want to do. Oh, there's a summoning crystal, so I'm gonna go and destroy that real quick to kind of charge up my summoning gauge. You have to be careful when going for these crystals as well, because if your opponent sees that you're going after it, they can basically go after you and attack you while you're vulnerable. There's so many blind spots in this game that you definitely have to look out for it. Let me go and change my target. I think when you actually defeat an opponent, it builds up your EX skills quicker, so you can actually use them. Now, there's a lot of things that I don't know about the game yet because I've watched quite a bit, but obviously playing it now, there's some of the questions I have noted down. I guess I can get them answered. But like I said, the UI is it's a tad bit overwhelming, and it's hard to keep up with a lot of things that go on in this game. But trust me, take it from me. I played video games for quite a while now. Once you understand what's going on, it actually becomes second nature. So it wouldn't be too bad. You just have to know the intricacies of the game and try to relax because it's a beta. I know everybody wants to win, but you definitely have to understand what's going on first. Use this beta period to kind of just understand how Final Fantasy Dissidia works. So when the game actually comes out, you can go, yeah, I played the beta and I know what's going on. So let me just wreak havoc and run amok, run rampant on my opponents. Like I said, this is a different type of fighting game for me. So it's going to be a new experience as well as hopefully it'll be enjoyable. Whether or not I'm uploading this to my channel or a lot of it depends on you guys really. I want to upload it because it'll be something different to Street Fighter or any other fighting game I'm used to playing. But it's got Final Fantasy characters as well. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. I'm a big JRPG fan in general, period. So you guys can't really change that about me. But this will be definitely something interesting to play and look into. And graphic-wise, aesthetic-wise, it's brilliant. I actually can't praise these guys enough. But how the public will perceive this, we'll have to see. And that's what the beta is for. So we're going to nearly close out this game here. There's a lot of things I haven't explained because there's a lot of things I don't know. But like I said, Terra's a zoning type, so I'm just messing around, just spamming a bunch of spells. But I probably will get some more gameplay with Terra, as well as some gameplay with Tidus. That'll probably be the guy I want to play with a bit more. Oh, and Zidane as well. How could I forget? I said that earlier and then I totally forgotten. But yeah, okay. So that's going to be it. Remember, this was practice mode just to go through what the game's kind of like. Obviously, when you actually play the beta, it is a lot more hectic and it's a lot worse. Trust me, you won't see me getting away with a lot of this stuff. But yeah, that's going to cover this short video from me. Just a little explanation as well as maybe a little 1 or 2 impressions here and there. But I reckon this game will be fun. Let me know what you think of the video. If you want to see more of this, I'm going to upload anyway, but I need to get, you know, clarification from you guys whether you want to see this more in the future, because I definitely do want to upload this on my channel. This was just a little breakdown of how things are working, because like I said, reciting the same lines, it's not a traditional 2D fighter or fighting game in general. Alright, that's going to be it from your boy HC Jammers. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Apologies for my tongue being twisted quite a bit. So I actually kind of done this video in a rush because I have to go somewhere. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to see, you're going to see more uploads from this beta real soon. So guys, stay tuned to the channel and take care.